So we shot a video earlier about some of the custom features we do on our trailers. We just finished off another trailer with some real cool custom options. So let's go on and take a look inside. So I'm standing inside a Neo 8.5 by 22 foot plus V-nose car trailer, or combo hauler, some people like to refer them to as well. So our customer wanted to outfit this for a job site trailer. So it started out as a base 8.5 by 22, had some wall liners, some insulation, noodle floor, but then we added. So here are a bunch of things that we took and we added to it. So we installed in-house a surface mount L-track, spaced 24 inches on center for the customer. So they do have snowmobiles and stuff that they could use their super glides. Broom holder. I'm a big advocate of always wiping down where your hinges are and all that, because that's where your dust is gonna sit and dirt. So clean that off. Then from there, we just added a second one in case they ever want to add another broom. And then because it's on a job site and that, they said, you know, our machines in the summertime and on our side-by-sides, sometimes issues can happen. We want to be able to carry a jack with us. So we got this custom jack mount made for them, where you can just slide your jack in and out when you want to use it. You just pull up and easy, and when you're done, slide it straight in. Spare tire, super easy. Just a nice location. We always try to promote to the guys, if it's 8.5 wide, you've got a fender here. So what do you do with the space? Well, put a spare tire. Then it's not in your way inside the trailer. Then moving on up, they needed a generator from us as well. So of course we got our Generac 2500, and then we got them a nice little custom mount made up. So their generator sits in here, and then we got them a race jerry can, we haven't put in here yet, that sits right here as well. So that it's generator and fuel for that generator. So super easy, not really intrusive or in the way. And because it's a job site trailer, they said, all right, we need to have tables. We want our guys to sit down, be able to work and use this trailer as a job site trailer. And then again, because it's mounted over the fenders, when it's not in use, it's not in the way. So we can just go, mount it up out of the way. Super easy, super convenient. So we get our own in-house custom powder coated roof mounts made, so you can put little carabiners in here, and in the winter time, or if it's raining, this trailer is heated with a diesel heater that we do in-house. They can hook all whatever gear they want on here to dry it out and have nice airflow around. Here's another wall mount style that we did where they can hang stuff on the wall. In my trailer, I use these to hold my super clamps when I'm not using them. So instead of them just laying on the floor, I hook all my super clamps for my snowmobiles on here when we're out riding for the day. Up here we have Neo's factory LED lights, but normally these don't turn on unless you're hooked up to your truck. So because we have the diesel heater in here, that has a 12-volt battery, so now we have lights in here all the time. And moving forward to our diesel heat system and base cabinets. So we do this a lot for our diesel heaters. Well, it's a must when we do our diesel heaters. The customer wanted us to mount a nice little power bar for them, so whenever they're charging phones or any extra things in here, they're able to mount it. And then inside this cabinet is the diesel heater. So we put a converter in there, so diesel heater runs off 12-volt power. When you're hooked up to your truck, it'll charge the battery. But if you're not hooked up to your truck, and when I go out, I let mine run all day. So if we're out for the weekend for 3 days, it runs. I need to charge that battery. So we put in that converter, you plug in 110 volt outside, it charges that battery. And it's a smart charger, so I can leave it plugged in non-stop. And then when you need to run diesel, we have a custom slung fuel tank in this trailer as well. So everything is nice in here. Here's a little dial gauge for our diesel heater. Super easy, simple, just like your truck. Control the temperature. Can't get any easier than that. So let's take a look at outside what it looks like with the diesel heater. So here's our 15 amp service coming into the trailer. So inside of that, we're gonna have 110 volt power inside, and then our converter is hooked up inside to trickle charge our battery. And then this little guy here is our diesel fill. So just like your vehicle, put your Bowser in there, fill the tank up with diesel, you're ready to run all weekend on a tank of fuel. So that's some of the things that we do here, again, in-house on our trailers, just to make it unique. If you're looking for something unique or to make it convenient, whatever you're really after, we can do it here at the dealership. So if you want, check us out online, www.gtperform.com, or stop by the dealership.